we love you. And each one of you in a slightly different individual way. I want you to know that.
Was there a moment when you realized that you were onto something that was bigger than you might have expected it to be in terms of scope and ambition, or was that sort of built in from the very beginning?
That's hard to answer, isn't it? I suppose. I mean, I think that the history of Doctor Who is written. One day, people will truly realise how instrumental Julie Gardner there has been in making it, because. We have the ambition and we have the goodwill, and literally in this day and age, raising that amount of money, and it's not a bad budget, I've got to be honest, raising that within the BBC, it's a labyrinthine organisation, it's Dickensian, and getting money from all these different pots, and believe it or not, Julie has to raise the money, like from scratch, every single year, because it comes from different sources all the time, so, and it's so complicated, I barely begin to follow it, but that's when Julie got on board and started motoring it, and really pushing the ambition of it, and the size of it, and the scale of it, that's when I first began to think, oh my god, this could be huge. I still only thought it would only run for 1 year. I thought we'd have a great big 1 year, and then we'll collapse and be taken off screen. Now here we are now.
It was really easy to motor it, because Russell always thought big. From the moment he said yes to Doctor Who, he was talking about huge stories, he was talking about a big production team, and he was talking about things like, we're going to have big trailers, we're going to do blockbuster trailers. That was the word, it was always blockbuster, because the most important thing for us at that early start was thinking about it at 7 o'clock on a Saturday night on BBC Prime Time. It was, how do you take this show into the mainstream?
It's got to be said, we worked hard, and everyone worked hard, and we never, ever, ever dreamt it would be this successful. That is gobsmacking and amazing and mystifying and completely brilliant, and thank you.
We're going to break in the talk slightly for a special presentation. And then we're going to go to some fan questions. I'm going to introduce Craig Glenday. He's the editor-in-chief of Guinness World Records. And he's got something to say.
Hello, thank you. Back again. You know, Doctor Who has been part of Guinness World Records for quite a long time now, because it is the longest running sci-fi show on TV. We all know that. I think my plug-in for next year's book, here it is, and here's the Doctor Who entry. But I think today I want to make a special announcement. We think that's not quite enough. It's too good a show to have just a longest running record. Based on things like DVD sales, book sales, downloads, iPlayer downloads, illegal downloads. And its longevity. None of you obviously do this. But we've realised that Doctor Who is in fact probably the most, not probably, it is the most successful sci-fi show on TV. Full stop. And one of these, look at this on Russell, so well done for bringing it back.
Science fiction show on television, I can hear ComiCon war breaking out there. Close the doors! Don't let Star Trek in! Eat that supernatural, eat me supernatural. Thank you, I have accepted it. They only made me stand up and accept this as executive producer, and I really accepted this in the name of the woman, Verity Lambert, who was the very first producer. She set up Doctor Who in 1963. She's sadly no longer with us, but I'd like to think she's smiling somewhere, because this really is hers. Thank you.
Now, somewhere in this room, I believe people are going to be lined up to ask questions. Is that? Oh, there you are, back there. So, first in line.
Stampede.
State your question.
You unfortunately answered my first question already, but David, there is rumour that the reason you wear a brown coat in the show is because you're a fan of Firefly.
I have no idea.
Well, I've never heard that one before. There's a new rumour every day at ComiCon. Apparently, I'm playing the Hobbit. I love a bit of Firefly. I love Serenity. They're excellent. Great shows. That wasn't the inspiration for the coat, I have to be honest. Russell and Julie will tell you that when they first asked me if I wanted to do it, the first thing I said was, can I have a really long coat? So that was just as basic as that. But thanks very much.
You just got out of it.
This question's for David. I was wondering if you could be any other doctor, whom would you choose to be?
Splendid chaps, all of them. I think that's the traditional answer to that question.
Hi, thanks for being here. I really love you guys. My question is, what was the best part about working on Doctor Who?
Oh, it's so we get asked this all the time. Favourite bit, favourite episode, favourite, and it genuinely feels wrong to choose because each episode is such an individual thing, so unique, with a different cast and a different setup and a different wonderful script every time, that it genuinely feels like choosing between your children. It feels wrong to name specific. It's just been, for me, 4 years, for these guys even longer, the most extraordinary 4 years I will probably ever experience, and I will take away so many brilliant memories, this being one of them. And that's before I've even seen the final episodes.
They say you never get your first doctor. So who was your first doctor? And then give us some advice, because how did you deal with the trauma of having him regenerate and be replaced? Because this is what we're all going to go through.
It's actually my first. I can actually remember William Hartnell changing into Patrick Troughton. I know I look impossibly young, but I do remember that. Seriously, and that's missing from the archive, so I can remember stuff that no longer exists. So I can go all the way back to the beginning. I was just at the right age for Tom Baker as a doctor, because I was 11 then. We love Tom Baker! But as for the trauma coming up for you, that is quite fearsome and horrific. It was what happened when you showed the last episode to Murray Gold, our composer, who is here somewhere. Murray Gold. About 2 days ago, Eros, the director of the finale, hold on, that's not him. Who the hell are you? But 2 days, Eros, over to you.
Yeah, we've been musically spotting the finale, and we reached the last 20 minutes of the second episode, and Murray starts shaking and covering his face, and he's sobbing uncontrollably, which I think is what you all are going to do when you see this episode. It's overwhelming, so get your tissues ready.
He will knock 4 times. That's all we're saying.